Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making a mini-me. I decided to finally get started on this. So we're going to be using Jackson Jekyll today. I picked him mostly because of his skin tone and jaw structure. It's a second-hand doll, very nicely articulated, and has most of his parts, so I'm pretty impressed. First thing to do, cut off all his hair and strip the doll down to his base parts. And then pop the head in some boiling water and remove it. Careful not to burn yourself. I had an accident and I accidentally pulled his legs off, so it's just an elastic. It slipped right through the chassis. My bad, but I'll fix that off camera. It shouldn't be too difficult. Just open that up a bit, and should be able to slide it back in there, no problem. So let's get this piece. Now first, you want to take some long tweezers and scrape around inside, trying to pull out chains of plugs for the hair. This can be a little difficult because the glue, well, they use really good glue, I'll tell you that much. But with enough effort, you can do it. You can always use a hairdryer, hot water to soften the vinyl. And then you'll have a nice clean head. Now I want to show you what I did for the legs here. Basically, I slipped them back in and used my Dremel tool to cut out a little bit there. And then I used friendly plastic to fill the hole. It's basically just plastic pellets that you put in hot water. So now we're going to use 100% acetone to remove the face. Look away now, this can get brutal. Put it on a cotton pad, hold it over the eyes for about 30 seconds, and then swivel it away. It's kind of fun to see how much of the eyes you can get off at one time. Now we have a nice clean base. Just clean him up with some warm soapy water or a alcohol swab. Not swab, pad. Now that's done, we're going to reroot some hair. I got this lovely brown from the Doll Planet. I get all my hair from there, I love it. It's a bit more slippery than other hair I've used, but honestly it's worth it. So you just want to take a plug, wrap it around your finger, and slip it over the needle on your reroot tool. I got mine also from the Doll Planet, but I used to just use a needle cut and put into a X-Acto knife handle. Do what works for you, and then you just plug it into the head. Now repeat that a million more times and you'll have a full head of hair. Now that that's done, he has his luscious locks. We're going to pour glue into the head. I'm using Galaxy glue from the Doll Planet. And squish it around to make sure to coat all the plugs. I also like to take a Q-tip in and swirl it around as well. Now he's dry. We just need to boil wash and trim him up. First, I want to reattach the head. All you have to do is slip it on and squeeze the temples gently while pushing so that you don't damage the neck peg and you don't distort the face. Then we just mask him off after cutting his hair. And spray him 1 to 3 times with Mr. Super Clear UV Flat Cut. Very toxic. Need to wear a filtration mask. Wear gloves. Stay safe. Now, I forgot to hit record on the first layer, but as you can see, I blushed the body, which is just taking pastels and blushing them over the joints. And then I started the sketch for his eyes. Now what you want to do is just keep adding pigment until it won't build anymore, and then it's time for a new layer of Mr. Super Clear. You just want to start out with a light color close to the skin tone and go darker and darker as you go. For eyebrows, I find the easiest way is to dust on pastels and then use an eraser or a kneaded eraser to carve out the shape before adding the hairs. And they usually come out pretty well that way. Also, I like to do an ombre effect. Now for him, I had to add my tattoos. Simplified versions, but still. So we have my Kirin Tor tattoo over here. I had a little bit of trouble with it, but it came out fine. And then my Nidhogg tattoo over here. This was designed by Anna Everline. She's a good friend of mine. Has been for years. And so we collaborated to create this beautiful tattoo. Now he's done. Now it's time for a new layer of Mr. Super Clear. And this is as far as I could get with my pencils. So unfortunately, because of this, I had to swap to acrylic paint. I know a lot of people use gouache, but I personally don't know how to use it. So I prefer to use acrylics. I will admit this is a little bit messier than I usually do, as in a little bit of a hurry. But he still came out pretty well, and I'm pretty happy with him. If you're having trouble with the eyes, the easiest thing to do is flip the doll over, because the nose will often get in the way. Now I took these Claudine Wolf glasses from my G3 Claudine doll. They're oversized, which matches mine perfectly. And we're just going to paint it with the base coat of white, and then I'm going to paint it rainbow so it matches. Yes, I have rainbow glasses. Now his face is done. I just want to gloss up the eyes and the lips. This does make it a little harder to photograph, but it looks great. And now, so are his glasses. I just sealed that in with the varnish, so the paint won't come off. That's how he looks with his glasses on. And now we're going to use this fabric to create a pair of pajama pants with this pattern that I lifted from a factory set of pants. So you want to cut out your two pieces, sew up the crotch seam, and then fold it over and sew down the leg. It's a little confusing, but trust me, it works. Then just hem it, and it's all done. Now I have this lovely pleather that I'm going to make a jacket out of. And then I made my favorite t-shirt in miniature scale, featuring Stolas from Hell of the Boss. And then that's my little mini jacket, with the rhinestones, and it matches my real life one pretty well. I just used factory shoes, but here he is. I hope you enjoyed.